Welcome back to our channel. In this episode, we've got an incredible adventure lined up for you. We're taking you on a whirlwind tour of France, where we'll be exploring some of the most thrilling and picturesque experiences this beautiful country has to offer. First up, we're soaring to new heights of the mesmerising Puy de Dome, known for its breathtaking views and exhilarating paraglider action. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just a nature lover, this place has something for everyone. And guess what? The Rugby World Cup has come to France, and we're right in the middle of all the action. Join us as we soak up the electrifying atmosphere of the game, cheering of course for the Wallabies. Next, we're pedalling our way through the charming city of Clermont-Ferrand. Get ready for a scenic bike ride that takes you through the cobblestone streets. But that's not all. We're also taking you to the stunning La Rochelle, where the sea meets the sky. We've taken a year off to travel the world, so join us on a captivating journey across continents and cultures. From the beautiful islands of French Polynesia to Hawaii to the bustling markets of Marrakesh. Our world trip is a visual feast of iconic landmarks, hidden gems and unforgettable moments. Get ready to explore the diversity of landscapes, taste exotic cuisines and connect with people from all walks of life. Subscribe and embark on this global adventure with me. Oh, this is exciting! Up on the train and go to the very, very top of the Puy de Dome. Wow, just check out all those gliders in the background. It just looks like good fun. Are you game?
No.
Come on. Bucket list.
Off you go.
But they look great. It looks like so much fun. Obviously is the setup area for the paragliders. And they take off over the edge there and off into the sky.
Close your eyes, get out of your skin. Only this matters, let it in. If I could, I would be right here with you. In this world of ticking clocks, I hope I'm getting through. So close your eyes, do you feel the same? Only thing that matters, without change, I will let you in.
So it's game day. It's the Wallabies versus Fiji. We've still got quite a few hours before the game, but we're at the centre village here. I'm going to go and have some lunch. I'm going to catch up with our friends and let's hope for a Wallabies win tonight. The Rugby World Cup, held every 4 years, is being held in France. It's an exciting time to be here. The pre-game celebrations are so much fun to be a part of. Sadly, the Australian Wallabies did not fare well for the first time in Rugby World Cup history. Let's hope that in 2027, the Rugby World Cup being held in Australia, that the Wallabies do much better. Well, hello there. We want to give a bit of a spiel about where we are and what we're doing and a bit of history talk.
We're in central France, in the city of Clermont-Ferrand, and yeah, a bit of a history. There's a very old cathedral dating back to about the 11th century, 12th century, and a bit of history about the twin towns of Clermont and Montferrand. How's that accent? Is it sounding all right?
Oh, it gets me all the time when you speak French to me.
So back in the day, there was the city of Clermont, but back in the Middle Ages, they always had religious fights with each other, and then the counts in the city didn't like the amount of power that the clergy had. So instead of all living in the same city of Clermont, they built another city on a hill nearby called Montferrand. And for a couple of centuries, they just had two cities. But then they all patched things up and brought it together, and now we have a city called Clermont-Ferrand, which is one city instead of two. And that's the history.
Decided to rent a couple of bikes for the day to explore Clermont-Ferrand. It's relatively flat with bike paths everywhere. It's an absolutely glorious day out here on the bikes, and Peter is off. Naughty boy, he didn't cross when it was green. Anyway, I better get going. Now, you were caught riding your bike across the road against the red. What have you got to say?
That's the way you do things in France. Everyone goes through the reds. When in France, you do what the French do.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. My idea of biking is pedalling through gardens, over cobblestone paths, stopping and smelling the roses. Bonjour. Well, I'm looking a little bit, wouldn't say flustered, but a bit flushed, because today is a bike day ride. So we are able to rent a couple of bikes and ride around the city of Clermont-Ferrand, where we're staying for a few weeks. And today we have ridden to a very beautiful garden in the centre of Clermont-Ferrand called
Jardin Lecoq.
And
I got all the French pronunciations.
You keep speaking French to me like that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, so the gardens are really, really beautiful. They're English gardens, and there's a pond in the centre of the garden, and we're at the very end of all the blooming gardens, because it's autumn time. It's the end of September now. We're heading into October, and we're lucky we got a beautiful day. A bit of a sprinkle of rain every now and then.
Yeah, a lot cooler. So you're getting towards the end of September. Don't know whether the French would be very keen about you calling this English gardens.
Well,
I think they're French gardens, and the French wouldn't like you calling them English.
Well, I did a research, and it did say that they were English gardens in a French place.
Nice roses, beautiful scent, but yeah, right in the middle of the...
Oh, Jesus! I got stung. Well, I'm trying to compose myself, but I feel sorry for the bee, because it's gone off to die,
yeah.
and I did get stung on my hand, but it's okay. I'm not allergic to bees, thank goodness for that. So where were we? We're talking about the beautiful garden.
French gardens. Yeah. French gardens.
Anyway, I will double check and let you know that I read that they were English gardens.
Probably had some pommy here made the gardens, and the French went, nah, it's all crap. Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, you better pay attention to the road rules, and we'll just meander around the rest of this beautiful garden.
Good idea.
So it's called Notre Dame de Port. So Port is the area, and the Belvedere. It's a Catholic church built in the 10th century, so it's pretty old. Amazing that these structures are still here today. I had to take my glasses off because they kept on fogging up. It's raining. It's not very cold, it's a bit humid. And they keep fogging up. So who would have thought that biking could be so hard? There's lots of hills. It'll be a downhill run all the way back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting. We're in the old part at the moment. You can hear a car coming up behind me. Here it comes. Today looks like a good day to go to a castle.
It does. It's castle time.
Wow, that's just amazing. Just up, yeah, in the middle of nowhere, just rises up out of the valley. Say good afternoon. We are at the Chateau du Morol.
And it's a wonderful fortification right on the top of a hill, and it's been in occupation since about the 11th century. And in the 100 Years' War between England and France, it was never actually occupied by the English, so it was a fantastic defensive position for the French people of the time. Well, back in the medieval times, they used to have lots of sieges, and the invaders would come in, and then all the local townspeople would come into the castle, and then they'd have a siege and try and starve them out. But the interesting thing about this castle is they had stuff being grown all around it, and they had farm animals, and so they could probably last a long time in a siege. But it's pretty well set up. Long walk up, isn't it?
Any long walks, a hard one for me.
But it was good to see. They've got it set up really well. They've got a banquet area, and they've got, where the bedrooms were and where the wardrobes were and all that. So it's well worth coming to have a look at.
Very tall. I have to duck. Ooh. This is what I call a walk-in wardrobe. The size of it. Maybe I could just play some dress-ups while I'm here. Oh, there's some headgear for you.
Yep. What have the Romans ever done for us?
Oh, the aqueducts?
Well, sanitation, education. Well, yeah, there's them.
A centurion. Ooh.
What have you got there?
Oh, I'm playing dress-ups.
Well, look at that.
All right, now I'll just have to select some headgear. Maybe this one.
Well, yeah, without a doubt. Look at that. Beautiful colour selection as well.
That would have been so heavy to wear. And look at these weapons. Ooh. I don't think I'd like to be on the very end of any of these.
No.
So this is a photograph taken from around about 1900 of the village, and it doesn't look too much different to today. We're up early this morning as we have a long drive ahead to La Rochelle. La Rochelle is a popular destination for yachty people just like us. It also has a long history of boat building and sailing. It's in the perfect location on the Atlantic coast, an ideal starting point for sailing trips to other parts of France and beyond. We're here for the annual boat show to check out what's on offer. We didn't stay long as a huge storm came across that produced very heavy rain, which meant, unfortunately, we had to cut our day short. Nevertheless, it was still a nice visit to La Rochelle. For us, the journey was just as beautiful as the destination. In our next episode, we head to the beautiful Greek islands of Paros, Santorini and Mykonos. Each of these islands possesses its own unique character and charm, offering an exquisite blend of natural beauty and ancient history. So why not join us on this journey to explore these idyllic destinations where whitewashed buildings, crystal clear waters and rich culture come together to create an unforgettable Mediterranean experience.